Hi everyone. So in this video I'll show you how you can track GA4 from Shopify website. For Shopify website we need to enable data layer. It is very simple method. You need to install this app, step conversion tracking, and if I click here, you need to add your container ID here and enable this option and go to data layer. Also enable this option, add Ecommerce data layer event, and now copy this code and go to setting, customer event, custom pixel, and add a new pixel, name anything, and delete this code. Paste the code here and permission not required, data cell, data collected does not qualify as data cell. Then save and connect here. I have already installed it, so no need to again install it. And the last step is you need to go to your edit theme and click on here, app embeds, and enable this option, and you will see your data layer will show on your GTM container. Okay, let's move on our GA4 tracking. Let's preview our Shopify website for check the data layer is working or not. You can see our home page is showing perfectly. If I click a product here, it's called view item event, and in here you can see the view item event and all of the information is available here. So let's quickly purchase a product, add to cart, checkout, and purchase a product. Okay, okay, so you can see that our purchase event and checkout event is not showing in the preview mode. And if I click here and inspect and go to console, write data layer, you can see the purchase event here, also with user information like first name, last name. Here it is, city, BDT, custom, city, country, customer ID, everything is here. And if I check our data layer viewer, you can see our purchase event, our payment info, our begin checkout, shipment information, everything is here. So basically in Shopify we can't preview this by default. We need to add the preview mode, I mean GTM loader in Shopify website, for Shopify website, for only checkout and purchase event. So you need to copy your container ID, container code, and paste your website here. Okay, now if I go back and reload our GTM container, preview our container, and this is my website. And you can see our page view event is working. I mean, this is our home page, and quickly purchase a product. Our problem is we can't see begin checkout in our summary mode. If I go now in checkout page, you will see that our begin checkout event is showing here, and if I purchase the product, also you can see here all of the information properly. So let's track GA4. For GA4 we need measurement ID. So this is our measurement ID, and we need to create a tag called Google Analytics G tag. It is our default feature. It is available here already. So this is our Google tag. Paste your conversion GA4 ID here. We need to paste this conversion ID again and again, so I make it constant variable because we need to use this variable multiple times. So make it constant, make it GA4 ID. Okay, nothing add here, just save and continue. So trigger, everything is simple. We'll set up all of the trigger at once. If I click new and go to custom event, so our event name is view item, add to cart, because this is all is custom event. This is the custom event, add to cart is custom event, and view card is custom event. So I select a custom event trigger, add to cart, then begin checkout, and last one is purchase. Okay, and enable this match rejects method, because if I select this, it will work only for this event name, and if I don't select this, if view item list event show here, also this custom event catch the view item list event. So I need to only fire when this actual event is happen. So I need to enable this option, and let me disable it. Okay, your e-commerce event trigger. Sorry for that. Okay, so we create our e-commerce event trigger. Now move on to tags and click on new. Go to GA4 event and add your measurement ID. I have already told you I need to paste the GA4 ID again and again, so I make it constant variable. And event name, in here you can separately do one by one: view cart, then add to cart, begin checkout and purchase, one by one tags. But I have already created all the trigger at once, so our tag will be fire same way if I select here event. So trigger will be event, e-commerce event trigger. That's we just create some minute ago. Check this again. Okay, and select the trigger and name this GA4 all e-commerce event. So we need to send this parameter like currency, value and items. You can see for at payment info we need currency, value, items, coupon, etc. For like begin checkout we need currency, value, items. I mean these three things is mandatory. You can see currency is required, value is required, item is required. But there is an option you can select it automatically, no need to add it manually. Go to more setting and enable this option, send e-commerce data. Data source will be data layer. Okay, and if I click save, you will see the all event e-commerce event parameter will automatic catch in analytics. Let's check our tracking, it's working or not. Let's real-time debug. Okay, you can see our tag assistant is connected and our page view event also connected here. I mean this is this tag will fire all the pages because this is the base tag with page view event. If I click here, there is no event here. If we need to reload this page. Here it is. You can see the first visit, page view and session start. Click on a product. This called view item event. And if I click in view item event, you see our e-commerce event is fired. My condition is when the view item, add to cart, begin checkout and purchase event show on your data layer event, you should fire this event on GA4. And I don't send any parameter by custom, I set it automatically. Let's check it's working or not. You can see the session start. Now here it is, our view item In view item, you can see the currency, BDT, the value, and you need all the item information here. Here it is. This is our item ID, quantity, item name, item brand, item category, item variant, and price. Everything is here automatically. You can see the value is 140700, similar to this 140700. This extra 0 is by default in GA4, so no need to worry. Okay, so basically our setup is done, everything is done. If I purchase a product, it will show on the real time. Let me show you by it now. This is our begin checkout event. Here it is, the begin checkout event, and in here you can see the begin checkout event also fired. Here it is, the begin checkout event. So if I purchase the product, it will show on GA4. You can see our purchase event is work perfectly, and there is so many event because I typed the wrong information, that's why it's fired multiple times. This is not any issue. Okay, now if I go here, you will see the purchase event work properly.